sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. I'm on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Right here on SHR Media, conservative media, done right. Hey, new software. So need to get used to it. Give me a little moments in time here, momentitos. I'm working on it. We are live now on shrmedia.com. Click the live the live button, and you'll see the show live. Or you can go to Twitter at Reaver of Common Sense. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Rumble are all SHR Media. Oh, man. So much new equipment, software. It's weird. Really weird hearing your own voice like this. New headsets. Going from the headsets to the ear monitors. So I don't have those big bulky things on. All right, let me check this level real quick. And hopefully that's, see how that is. All right. How's everybody weekend been? I got big news. Let me pull it up for you. It is, folks. There we go. There we go. All right. Hopefully you can read it. Oh, the Cash App is in the things way. There we go. We are thrilled to announce and welcome Chris Ferranto as our special guest as SHR Media presents X Roulette this Wednesday, September 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join us for engaging conversation as we dive into topics you won't want to miss. You can catch us on the live stream, Rumble. I don't know why I said that. I corrected that. I guess this is an old one. All right, but you can catch us Twitter at Jersey Joe Talks or at 2 Against Tyranny. Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble are all SHR Media, and it will be broadcasted live on SHR Media. You can join in the chats at any of those, and we will take your questions. We will answer your questions. So join the conversation. It's going to be a great time. Toronto. For those that don't know, he was my very first live show. The very first. That switch. It's a new software. Give me. There we go. Trying to get used to it all. It's going to take a little bit of time. Like second show I was talking, when you have no producer, you're doing the show, doing the producing, doing the board, doing everything, and then you start over. New software, new hardware. We're doing a lot of changes. We're trying to up our game, I should say. And that goes to we are looking for new voices, new writers. If you're interested, go to SHR Media page, click on the contact, and fill the form out, and we'll get back to you. Oh, all right. Today I'm listening to old school Metallica. Let's see where that gets us today. Not sponsored by Metallica. You can't hear Metallica, hopefully. And I just played in the background so I can hear it. Rumors are, I shouldn't say rumors, there's a gentleman that deals with cell phones, IP address, all that. He's been keeping track, and I shouldn't say keeping track, but he's been looking at some events that have happened and reporting on cell phone activity there. And Kamala Harris was scheduled today in Georgia at 3:30. She was supposed to be held in a stadium. The event was downgraded to an auditorium due to low supporter turnout. 461 cell phones pinged from this event. The ballroom has a capacity of 650 people. 461 were there. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There we go. Hey, this isn't what I wanted. There was a total of 461, a staff of roughly 112. That's what, 349? And 97.4% of them have been pinged at 4 or more Harris events or rallies. Now, I don't think I'd tell you what that means. But I'm gonna. We're going to talk about it. 97% of those people are being bussed from rally to rally to rally. She cannot hold a rally with a organic crowd. She has to ship them in. We've seen it. She has to ship it in. Except this is a little bit more proof. This gentleman deals with government, and he deals with, tracking cell phones and all that. And it's just, it does not surprise me. But she thinks she's going to win. Harris thinks she's going to win Georgia. I don't know. But they're flipping out today. Hang on. Because Georgia Election Board has added in a couple rules. What rules, you may ask? Now they must hand count the ballots and compare the number of ballots to the computer printout. And they're fucking freaking out about it. They're trying to call that cheating. All this is a oversight. Hang on, I gotta drop the. All right. Hopefully this is doing a little bit better. Add second show on me saying that sounds like a little too much gain. We'll see how that does. All right. Hopefully that sounds better. Now, where was I? They're trying to say, because they've changed the rules to a hand count to cross-reference with the computer votes, that it's cheating. And all that is nothing more than cross-referencing and making sure that there's no shenanigans going on. And they're freaking out about it. It's like, holy shit, people. You're really going to freak out about that? I don't know. It's... Have we fallen that far? Are the Democrats just that open to cheating? They have literally given up on the American people. They voted down a bill that would deport an illegal alien immediately if they committed a sexual assault on a U.S. female citizen. All right, just add a little bass to try to. Democrat Party isn't hiding it anymore. They really are not hiding it anymore. They're actively praising the second attempt. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it very much. They're actively praising the second assassination attempt. And then, well, it wasn't an assassination attempt. He never got a shot off. That doesn't matter. He brought a gun to where the president was and attempted to assassinate the president. And they're just... They hate this man so much that they're willing to cover up an attempted murder. That's how low the Democrats have gone. I never thought I'd see a day in this country when I would see a political party. The Democrats, as in the politicians, are blaming Trump. Jerry Nadler blamed Trump on the House floor. He blamed, and he went into an anti-gun speech because it's the Republicans' fault because we have not banned guns. The only thing I think to liken it to is the Democrats are blaming the rape victim. Your dress was too short. We tried to ban short dresses. How'd that go? Tell me.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome to Reaver of Common Sense, where we cut through the noise of news and politics with a sharp wit and clear discussion. Tune in every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a refreshing dose of reality as we fearlessly tackle the tough topics with no nonsense, just pure common sense. Visit shrmedia.com to discover where you can catch Reaver of Common Sense in action. He's here to amplify your inner logic. He may not always be polite, he may not always be refined, but one thing's for sure, he always tells it like it is.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. I'm here to make sense out of the senseless right here on SHR Media, conservative media done right. Don't forget, Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, and 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully I got the conversions right. Right here on SHR Media and all of its social media platforms. We will have Chris Pertinent, survivor, co-author, survivor of Benghazi incident, co-author of 13 Hours, both the book and the movie. Yes, he will be here. And those that have watched my show from the beginning, no, he is the first person I interviewed and the reason why I started doing live. Till then, I was recording podcasts, sending them in to Sean. He would put them on. Got the interview, started doing live, and look at me now, Mom. All right. Let's see what's up next. What is up next? I cannot believe that today was the first time in like a year that the White House had a cabinet meeting. And what's really scary is the fact Joe Biden is the one that ran it. And when you look at that little notebook that's done, it has Joe Biden's signature on the front with Joe Biden underneath. When the fuck did we elect Jill Biden? I don't remember electing her in. That's how bad this man's doing, and I feel sorry for him. I really do. He should be at home, spending time with his family. I don't have a crystal ball, but it doesn't look like he's got long. I guess he still needs a couple more million from China. Finish out that contract. Just unbelievable. How is that okay? Because it's normal. If this was a Republican president, the Democrats would be banging the war drum. Then again, do we want Kamala in charge now? These people on the left have literally lost their minds. Now, I say that is because you got idiots that out there. There's today a true enemy of the people. His address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This was done in 2018. And then in February of 2024, calling your political adversary enemies of the people is a typical first step for tyrants who aim ultimately to silence or exterminate all who resist their rule. You gotta nip this terrifying move in the bud. Isn't that what the Democrats have been doing against Trump since day fucking one? So spare me the fake outrage. And it's just constantly these people. This idiot, what Trump says, I hate Taylor Swift. What he means and what MAGA hears is kill her. That was on September 15th, 2024. Now, 9 minutes before she put that tweet out, on 9/15/2024 at 11:08 a.m., well, the original tweet was put out, well, hang on. The first one I read you was put out at 11:17 a.m. on September 15th, 2024. This tweet was sent out at 11:08 a.m. on September 15th, 2024. I hate Donald Trump. This is how psychotic the left has gotten. How crazy these people have gone. It just... When you realize that millions of people are unemployed, starving on food lines, and about to be evicted, it doesn't matter what the stock market is doing. America is in a Trump depression. The Dow Jones at 40,000. Thank you, Mr. President. This guy gives a shitload of these hypocrite type tweets. Just going through a few more of these. Congressman Jamal Bowman. No one in this country is above the law, including former President Donald Trump. Being convicted for falsifying business records with hush money is only the beginning of being held accountable for his crimes. Didn't he get charged because he went and pulled a fire alarm to interrupt a vote? I mean, I can go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tweets like this. Garland says he won't let the Justice Department be used as a political weapon. AG Merrick Garland tells FBI to investigate parents who yell at school officials about critical race theory. It just... And Kamala Harris, I mean, Jesus Christ. This woman. You ask her a simple... BC, changing settings and all that. I don't think that's the issue. Shouldn't be. Let me double check. Make sure I got the right mic chosen. Now it's going from the picking up the mic from the mixer. Just some of the settings. I still got to get the settings all set in place. I'm not good at that. I need a producer. I think all three of us need a producer. We're getting too old for this shit. Yeah, see if that helps. I still have to get all the levels. I think that changed it a little bit. See, it's hard for me to tell, PZ, because I got new monitors. I got the in-ear, so the sound is different than my other old headphones. What was I doing now? I totally lost myself. All right. It's weird where this country is going. It really is. I can't say it enough. I'm sorry if my sound and everything is off. It's between the new board, new software, trying to get everything dialed in. And I hate to put the show up and just go live and just test. So trying to look for something. These politicians have lost their freaking mind. So we got 4 minutes. I'm gonna play this video. 1 second. Device. It is. Where'd it go? There it is. Let's add it to the stream. Okay.
Just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated. Just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
You heard it. Has to be eliminated. But it's the Republicans' fault. It's hard to look in the camera. I think I'm going to go back to the hat. I don't like do my hair every friggin' night for the show. I'm lazy like that. It's the information that's flooding out now, just showing that they're not even hiding it, and that's what's really amazing. Kamala Harris, she was on Oprah. And she can't even answer a fucking question.
Of course. What would be your specific steps to strengthening the border?
So it's a wonderful and important question. My background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on. I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border and ensuring the safety of the American people.
Then why hasn't she done it? Why doesn't she say, Biden, it's unattainable at the border. We need to do something. And going out to the public, we need to do something. No, the border secure, it's fine.
Of course. What would be your specific steps to strengthening the...
She doesn't answer. Again. And now it's come out, and I can't find it. They got caught hiding. They told officials not to tell the truth about what's going on at the border. Actually, let's hit the break, and then hopefully I'll have this, at least an article.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome to Reaver of Common Sense, where we cut through the noise of news and politics with a sharp wit and clear discussion. Tune in every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a refreshing dose of reality as we fearlessly tackle the tough topics with no nonsense, just pure common sense. Visit shrmedia.com to discover where you can catch Reaver of Common Sense in action. He's here to amplify your inner logic. He may not always be polite, he may not always be refined, but one thing's for sure, he always tells it like it is.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. I'm here to make sense out of the senseless right here on SHR Media, conservative media done right. Our broadcast not only through all of our social media, we are live on shrmedia.com right now. Click on the live button. You can even join the chat there. But if you want to watch the social media, you can go to YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, and just go to SHR Media. Twitter is Reaver of Common Sense. All right, here is Arnold Hitke. I'm butchering the name. Former Chief of Patrol Agents. And just listen to what he has to say. Understand this. Wait, didn't that pop up? That was dumb of me. Hopefully you heard all that. I'm going to play it again because there's some key points there I want to point out. By this open border that the Democrats have, they have opened us up for drugs, human trafficking, sex workers being forced over the border, the murders, the rapes. Not all illegal aliens are murderers and rapers, but all illegal aliens are criminals. Understand that. And I've asked the question countless times. If we okay and absolve these people breaking our laws to get what they want, they broke our laws to get what they want. They stuck a middle finger up and said, we're not listening to your laws. We want this, so we're going to do it. If we reward them, what else are they willing to do? Break laws, so forth, so on. Tell me. Because we're telling them that as long as they can come up with an excuse, which I'm going to tell you right now, I can give hundreds of excuses why I should be able to go rob a bank as long as nobody gets hurt. Because it's going to better my family, give me a better lifestyle, take me out of being poor. We keep rewarding these people by allowing them to stay here. We have terrorists, drug dealers, human traffickers, and the Democrat Party is doing nothing but helping them. And don't give me this shit. Well, Trump killed that bill. Yes, he killed that bill because it didn't stop shit. Just because it had a fancy title on it doesn't mean it was going to actually do what the title said. Everything that bill did the exact opposite of what was meant. In fact, more money was going to Ukraine than the border. So stop with that crap. That bill needed to be killed. There is a bill sitting on Schumer's desk that actually gives money to the border and helps slow down the illegal border crossing. And Schumer sits on his fucking fat ass and does nothing with it. Why? Because it wouldn't help his party. The only thing Democrats do are things that are going to perceive to help America. perceived. This IVF bill. Like, oh, God, they voted down IVF. Look at the rest of the crap that was in that bill. That had more pork in it than a fucking pig farm. That bill had nothing to do with IVF. They put it in the title for weak-minded people to go, oh, my God, the Republicans don't want to do IVF. They turned down that bill. Look at the title. That's for weak-minded people that are easily influenced. I told you I'm getting tired of being nice. They are so easily influenced by what a celebrity says. I don't give a flying fuck what somebody that their whole career is make-believe. Here's a lot of jobs. You want a hard job? Go out there and get on the ambulance, get on a fucking fire truck. Then comes home to me. Let me share this. And do it properly. Like I said, there's going to be little glitches here and there.
80 and 90% of the methamphetamine and fentanyl in San Diego, we had an exponential increase in significant interest aliens. These are aliens with significant ties to terrorism. Prior to this administration, the San Diego sector averaged 10 to 15 SIA arrests per year. Once word was out the border was far easier to cross, San Diego went to over 100 SIAs in 2022, well over that in 2023, and even more than that registered this year. These are only the ones we caught. At the time, I was told I could not release any information on this increase in SIAs or mention any of the arrests. The administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border. Fentanyl is another issue. The San Diego area sees between 80 and 90% of the methamphetamine and fentanyl seizures annually for our entire country. With little enforcement at the border, these drugs were coming through in mass. During my last year in San Diego, the price for a single pill of fentanyl, for example, went from $10 to 25 cents. To make matters worse, during 2022 and 23, I had to shut down San Diego traffic checkpoints, which are critical for drug interdiction, because the resources had been diverted to the process and release mission. The large numbers also had and still have a negative impact on the San Diego community. I had to release illegal aliens by the hundreds each day into communities who could not support them. To quiet the problem, 2 flights a week were provided from San Diego to Texas. These flights simply brought aliens that would have been released in San Diego over to Texas. Each flight cost approximately $150,000. This was the administration's way to try and quiet the border-wide crisis.
They lied to us. Not surprised, but they lied to us. And they had officials lying for them. And then the people that pointed out that this was all bullshit, mainstream media went out there, oh my God, yeah, and they're conspiracy theorists and them. Anymore, when I hear that the left is saying conspiracy theory, I start going, it's true. Because they're using that to shut down conversations just as they did the word racist. And if you notice, they don't use it as much anymore because it's not working anymore. It's not shutting down the conversations. We caught on to it. We don't give a shit about it. We're tired of it. Not that we don't give a shit about racism. We just don't give a shit about the left calling us that, because we can say the sky's blue. You're racist. There's a lot of us that aren't putting up with it anymore and not quieting just because a few people called us racist. And I'm getting tired of this Kamala talking about, these rich people are for Donald Trump. It's like 90% of the rich back Democrats. I'm going to give everybody a little tip, and I'm pretty sure most people know this. If Democrats are pointing the finger at something, it's because they're doing it, and they don't want to get caught. So it's I'm going to accuse you of doing it so you can't accuse me. I'm going to call the truth, and not worry about it. Anything that's come out on Kamala's campaign there's so much lies in it. So much lies. CNN called them out. Do you know how bad you got to be on the left for CNN to call you out? Here. There you go. CNN.com. Harris' campaign social media account has repeatedly deceived with misleading edits and captions. It's a CNN page, not Fox, not a conservative. CNN. That's how much they've lied. I have not seen a single truth brought up by the campaign. They keep going to the Project 25. So much so that even Political Fact, and all them left-leaning went, no, it's a lie. It's an outright lie. Trump has nothing to do with it. The people who wrote it came out and said Trump had nothing to do with it. Trump said he has denounced it. God knows how many times. The only ones that keep repeating that lie are the Democrats, because they know that there's people that are so weak-minded anymore that they blindly listen to whatever the Democrats say. People need to wake the fuck up. There is a psyop going on in this country. And it's... And a lot of these Democrat big mouthpieces out on the left are paid Democrats. They're paid to go out there and lie. And I'm not me. And then when they get hit with fucking facts and proof, they block you. It just... I don't know. It just so disheartening what's going on in this country, and so many Americans fall for it.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome to Reaver of Common Sense, where we cut through the noise of news and politics with a sharp wit and clear discussion. Tune in every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a refreshing dose of reality as we fearlessly tackle the tough topics with no nonsense, just pure common sense. Visit shrmedia.com to discover where you can catch Reaver of Common Sense in action. He's here to amplify your inner logic. He may not always be polite, he may not always be refined, but one thing's for sure, he always tells it like it is.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and here to make sense out of the senseless, right here on SHR Media, conservative media done right. You can catch the shows, all of our shows, from BZ's Berserk Bobcat Saloon to Edge of Liberty with Sackhead Sean, myself, right here on shrmedia.com. That's right, .com. Our social media is, I always have to think about it so I don't screw it up. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble are shrmedia.com. And Twitter is Reaver of Common Sense. We've consolidated everything into an easier way for you to watch and get conservative media. Don't forget Wednesday. Chris Parantu, survivor, Benghazi incident, co-author of 13 Hours, will be with us, me and Sean, on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's a perfect example of the lies. Kamala Harris is out there saying that the Teamsters are endorsing her. The Teamsters have said that they're not endorsing anybody. The number of unions that are backing Trump by 40%. There's like 3 or 4 of them right now. The major ones. UAW. Oh, man, it was just the other night. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're watching news, you know which ones. Only simple-minded people seem to be falling for this shit. And let's put it this way. She's so great. A serial rapist has been paroled in California thanks to Kamala Harris's Proposition 57. Convicted serial rapist Andrew Luster, 60, is set to be released early from prison thanks to his crimes being classified as non-violent, thanks to Proposition 57, crafted by then California Attorney General Kamala Harris in 2016. It was noted that Luster was convicted of 86 counts of drugging and raping unconscious women in 2003 and famously fled to Mexico during his rape trial, only to be tracked down by Dog the Bounty Hunter. Wrong one. Initially handed 124 years in prison. Depraved Luster's sentence was revised down to 50 years in 2013 on appeal. He was granted parole in August, roughly 20 years after his conviction, less than halfway through his sentence. The reason? A ballot initiative whose language was approved by Harris when she was California Attorney General. Proposition 57 is less well-known than Proposition 47, which Harris backed in 2014. Project 47 reduced several felonies to misdemeanors. And critics say it is directly responsible for the wave of retail theft across California. And what do you think will be happening nationally? They want to release these people from the jails. Now, and California still supports her. She is directly responsible for stores closing left, right, and center because of the mass theft that is going on. Serial rapists getting out of jail early because it was classified as non-violent. Now, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not wishing, if somebody of Kamala Harris's statue was raped, they wouldn't be claiming it non-violent. They would be claiming it violent. I'm not condoning, nobody do anything, nothing like that. Just saying that if she would claim that would be violent. Because it's happened to other people. And the Democrats, they love helping criminals. Non-stop, they do nothing but help criminals. They're against the death penalty for criminals. They're against a hard time for criminals. But then they cry when there's a shooting. You have allowed these people to be out on the street. You've allowed the asylums to be emptied over the years. my sympathy is going south when it comes to the Democrats and what they have to say. Oh, boy. How can they continue? How do people continue to allow this? It's beyond me. Well, beyond me. Let's see where we at. See if there's anything good on X. I'm just thinking because seeing some stuff about certain terrorists getting their crotches blown off with pagers. Talk about reaching out and touching someone. It would allow exhaust. We have the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission is trying to fine Elon Musk over his buying Twitter. It's funny, for years, nobody did anything. They praised Elon Musk. He buys Twitter, gives a free speech platform. He backs Trump, and all of a sudden, his rockets are getting grounded. Right now, he's getting fined by FAA, I think it is, and investigated. But Boeing, who stranded 2 astronauts on the ISS, that NASA deemed that capsule was not safe enough to take a chance on returning them. Yes, it came back and did nothing happen. That's not the point. They had such issues they couldn't put a crew on it, back on it. And NASA's not investigating, or FCC or FAA is not investigating them. The Democrats are, and they've admitted they're doing it. They admitted before, we're going to hire all these attorneys, we're going to lock them down in this lawfare. And that's what we're going to do to stop them. And they're doing it. But they're fucking with some people that have enough money they can fight back. It is getting ridiculous out there, people. What? P. Diddy got arrested. So does that mean that Diddy done did it? They got him on suicide watch now. It's something is going on that's not right. I don't get it. It's today, Friday. And now Mark Cuban saying, I want to buy Twitter. It's he don't have the money. He's $7 billion short. It's funny because he says he wants to buy X and Fox News. Neither one's for sale. Why would he want to do that? Because he wants to silence conservative voices. Why isn't he trying to buy CNN, which, Disney's $9 billion in the hole? 9 or 90 billion? So CNN would be a cheap buy. But no. That wouldn't work for what he wants to do. People's true are showing who truly they are. nonstop anymore. And they're not the people we thought they were. At all. All right, anyway, that's going to be it. I'll be back Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com. Conservative Media, done